How to find the best airline seat in 5 steps. To find the best airline seat is not that difficult, despite the many types of aircraft operated by airlines. Here is something you have to keep in mind. Some airlines don't offer reserved seating, or they operate just one type of cabin class, so there is no choosing a seat with these airlines. The low-cost or budget airlines are a good example of offering open seating and one type of cabin class, the economy. We would not talk about business or first class, as they're to be spacious, comfortable, and offering extra amenities. In economy class, however, where the bulk of the public travels, the situation is a bit different. Here are some commonly known facts about travel and seats on any one given aircraft you would like to keep in mind. Last row of seats on any section may recline very little or not at all. The seats in front of an exit row will not recline due to federal safety regulations. Some seats on certain airlines are not assigned before check-in. Come to the airport early to get a better chance of getting a seat you like if you haven't chosen one online already. Sit over the wings and you will experience the least turbulence. To the back of the plane is where every jolt and bump feels. If you like peace and quiet, stay away from the bulkhead, where families with little children are seated. During flight, toddlers and little children often get distressed, so they cry a lot. Aisle seats are of demand, as many passengers prefer them on long-haul flights. The aisle seat gives you an easy way to stand up and stretch without the need to disturb other passengers. If you can't sleep during flight and you're looking for that extra wall support, the window seat is your game changer. No one wants to take a middle seat, especially on a transcontinental flight. It is deemed most uncomfortable. Follow these 5 steps to get the seat you desire. Step 1. Be informed. To change seats or choose your own seat, or to upgrade to a better seat, you'll need to have some information available to you to help you make the right choice. If you're a frequent traveler and you are a member of Star Alliance, One World, or SkyTeam, the 3 major airline alliances in the world today, or if you are a participant of an airline individual loyalty program, you might be eligible not only for free luggage checking and priority boarding, among other perks, but also to priority seating options, either for free or at a minimal fee, options that otherwise may not be available to non-participating passengers. On the other hand, if you want to get access to travel perks and you're a frequent traveler, look for options to become a loyalty member to one of the World Airlines alliances or to your preferred airline to enjoy these extra perks. They are a good start towards having to enjoy a better seat on board. During flight booking, don't forget to plug in your membership account number when prompted. It identifies your frequent traveler status to unlock the options available to you, including to reserve seating or to get upgrades to an upper class cabin whenever possible. By being an airline loyalty member, you can also earn travel miles, which in many cases, depending on your program's specific conditions, can be used towards seat reservations or upgrade. Step 2. Set your standards. Since no single seat on an airplane can be said to be the best, as seats have pros and cons, before you can choose one, you need to set your priorities. Do you like your seat to have an extra legroom or to recline more? Here are some things to consider. Lesser noise. Do you look for a quieter or peaceful seat? Greater legroom. Do you want to look for more legroom? Quicker exit upon arrival. Do you want to exit the plane faster because of a flight-tight connection? Do you get dizzy of turbulence? In what seat you will feel less of it? Closer access to bathrooms. Do you use the bathroom often on a flight? Aisle seat. Do you like to get up and stretch often, especially on a long-haul flight? Once you know what's important to you, avoid seats that don't offer that comfort. Remember, all seats have their pros and cons depending on their location in the cabin. Make sure you know if the seat you choose has the overhead bins available for carry-on luggage. Some overhead bins are reserved for crew onboard equipment, and if you happen to sit under one of them, you have to put your carry-on somewhere else or in a bin that is not closely located to your seat. Such reserved bins are often found towards the back of the plane. In addition, under some seats, there is electronic equipment placed. If you happen to end up behind one of these seats, you will have hard time stretching your legs or placing any additional luggage under the seat in front of you, and that can become really uncomfortable on long-haul flights. For all these details and restrictions, you have to look at the aircraft seating map. Step 3. The seating maps. Before you look at seating maps, you have to consider that some common understandings about airline seats are simply not true. Here are some of them. Thinking that you can have extra legroom at bulkhead seats may not be always the case. Some seats just don't have that extra legroom. Bulkhead seats may not always be the best choice, as you cannot store anything in front of you. All of your belongings have to be stowed away during takeoff and landing. The window seats don't always have a window. Do you know that some window seats are in between windows? If you end up in one of these seats, you will have partial or no view. Even though exit row seats offer extra legroom, they are narrower than normal rows on some cabin seats configurations. And of course, you have to agree to be able to assist the crew in case of an emergency or if you are seated at an exit row. As airlines' websites may offer seating diagrams to choose a seat, there are two major websites that will give you all the information you need to know for any seat on any aircraft of any airline around the world. Those are seatguru.com and seatexpert.com. We recommend seatguru.com, and here is the tip. To find information about a particular seat, put your mouse over the seat on that map and a tooltip window will show information for that seat. To use these websites, you need to know the airline and type of aircraft you will be flying. This information is written on your boarding pass or flight booking. After you located your airline and aircraft, you can look at these seating maps. Step 4. Making a choice. Once you've located the aircraft and the seating map on seatguru.com, you can open your flight booking and look for the option to change or reserve a seat. You may also consider calling the airline to help you with that seat choice. Remember to check if your airline already reserved a seat for you at the time of the booking. If you don't have a reserved seat, you can definitely get one at a fee or for free, depending on the airline or your loyalty membership. Look what seats the airline website offers. If you like a particular seat and it's available to reserve, then look it up at seatguru.com to find out what are the pros and cons of that seat. Will it have extra legroom or greater reclining? Or it is a window or an exit row seat that might have no room under the seat in front of you, or has reserved carry-on luggage bins above, or be closer to constant noise from the flushing restrooms that passengers might use at least once during the flight. All the pros and cons will be listed. Step 5. Reserving the seat. Once you've made your choice what seat you like, you have to make sure that you can book that seat right away. Here comes a little trick. The airline may ask you to pay a fee in order to book or reserve it. If you are a premier member of that airline, you may be able to book the seat at no additional charge or at a reduced price. You may also be eligible for upgrade. Some airlines will upgrade you automatically in advance or at the time of boarding, depending on your premier membership status. Airlines will attempt to get your money to reserve seats, but if the demand for the seats is low, it is worth checking 24 hours prior to the flight to see if the airline reduced the price for reserving previously asked or made more seats available. 24 hours before the flight, you have a greater chance at finding that seat you like at a lesser price, but there is no guarantee. It all depends on how full the flight is and how fast tickets for this flight are selling. Note, an early booking of your flight will not always guarantee that you can find the best seat available. Airlines now show on their seating maps the extra legroom and greater reclining seats in a separate section of the plane, often located between economy and business class. For example, United Airlines offers the economy premium cabin class. Lufthansa offers the economy premium class. They all come at a price if you don't have some sort of membership status. We hope that these 5 steps will help and guide you on the way to find that best seat you like. With so many airlines with different preferred and non-preferred travelers, things may get a little confusing, but not impossible if you simply follow these 5 steps.